Welcome to the KickStart Your Edge Play to Win Leadership Podcast,
where we've flipped the script with our groundbreaking modus operandi to bring you real, relevant, and relatable tactics and techniques to master your own play to win mindset.
Talk about a superpower. It's time to iron your cape.
What we know for sure is what got you here won't get you there.
You can't see the spinach in your own teeth.
And finally, hang on, because this one is really deep. Once you realize that you are the traffic, everything makes complete and unadulterated sense.
Welcome to the Edge, where playing not to lose is not an option.
Good day, Jennifer, and how are you on this lovely fall day?
Love it. Life is good. Life is good.
So, I know you're going to be a little bit shocked, but what I would like to talk to you about is golf. But not just solely golf. And how this came into my wheelhouse was, of course, my obsession with golf, but I was watching a video about, this guy was talking about Rose Zhang's golf swing and how he praises her golf swing for actually having effortless power versus powerless effort, and really how it can equate to life. And and just the concept of effortless power and golf swing. It's about how she uses her whole body, how her shoulders go, how her hips are, how, here's the key, patient and calm of emotion it is, and how consistent it is all the time. And it had me thinking about how it actually equates to life, because it made me think about, how do you perhaps maintain composure under pressure? How do you adapt smoothly to different changing kind of circumstances? Like, how can you be patient with your own growth and processes and kind of just things like that. So yeah, a lot of thoughts spinning around in my head. And I think that if you think about effortless power, it's about trying to force things. So powerless effort, things are all coming together. Effortless power, we're forcing things. And I mean, I'm not going to talk about golf for that, but it's just like really trying to hammer things, trying to kill the ball. And this equates really to life, because I feel like so often there's different things where we try to force things. And even about like micromanaging, trying to control outcomes, just going in 1,000 different directions. So I know that was just a lot. And my guess is you were probably taking notes as I was speaking. So what do you think about what I just said?
Well, I think it's interesting, right? So there's the contrast. We have effortless power versus powerless effort. And so obviously with the golf swing, you want to have more power with the ball, but the way you swing should be effortless. And it makes me think of, when I think of powerless effort, which is the contrast to it, I start to think about, where in life do you just go through the motion? Right? So I put effort into many different things, where the effort I put in is powerless. It's not getting me further. It's not making things easier. I'm just going through the motions. I think of running often, right? And sometimes I just get the steps in, versus how do I use effortless power in my running? And like you said, Kara, it's totally a metaphor to everything in life. How we manage, how we lead, how we approach our goals, how we check the boxes of life, right? And what sometimes feels really difficult, that should be effortless. And that could be even a mind game, like how we think about things and all the energy we put into overthinking. Not that I've ever done that, but I hear it happens.
Do you hear it happens?
I do hear it happens.
And it's funny, Jen, you just said checking off the boxes, and like 2 seconds before you said that, I wrote that down, because this is part of just going on autopilot. And the contrast of that powerless effort also is I really believe that it's not just the checking off the boxes and the autopilot, but it's also trying to control things. Because you try to, you grasp onto something so tight and there has to be such a right way, which means that there's got to be a wrong way. So it's just forceful and trying to control the outcomes through force than just letting things happen. And this makes me think of the effortless power piece of this is about how do you work smarter and not harder? How do you really leverage your strengths? I know here comes strengths again because we just love strengths so much, but I think that that's a real big part of effortless power. So leveraging your strengths, and how do you tap into perhaps, I don't know, the vision of where it is that you're actually going versus trying to control every little step of where you're going.
Yeah. So it's interesting. So those characteristics for effortless power is when you use your strengths, when you're smarter, when you let go, when you're in flow, and I want to say when you're intentional, right? About what it is that you're doing. And powerless effort is more about control or going on autopilot or overthinking or putting in a lot of effort, but not making that effort really meaningful.
Right. Random effort, maybe.
What did you say?
Like random effort.
Yeah, exactly.
So not having a direction. And I think that having a direction, and I've said this 1,000 times, it doesn't matter, like as long as you know where you're going. I don't like if there's a goal or if there's a destination, like I do not care how somebody gets there as long as you get there your way. So not being so focused on every little step and every little process and every little thing, as long as the thing that you're going for aligns with who you are, what your values are, because I think that's what's really important.
Yeah. So I think for our listeners, hi, Karen's mom. I want you to reflect and think about what takes a lot of effort in your life, but you aren't intentionally finding your power. So is it a relationship? Is it something at work? Is it a project? Is it who knows what it is? But I think that's a really great reflection so that you can remind yourself, how do you find effortless power in the situation? I love it. Karen, I love when you take lessons from golf and bring them.
I love golf, and I would love it if I, for lack of a better word, didn't play such bipolar golf.
Totally understandable. All right, that's it. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Kickstart Your Edge Play to Win Leadership Podcast.
Craving more? Of course you are.
Check out our website at kickstartyouredge.com,
where we fire you up, fan the flames of your competitive edge culture, and ignite your tenacious pursuit of an all-out play-to-win mindset.